What's up YouTube? Jeff back again from DopeTechDaily.com. Today I'm bringing you guys a follow-up on my Galaxy Tab S3 coverage, and specifically my Galaxy Tab S3 versus iPad Pro coverage. Now if you guys saw last weekend, I did post a video comparing the iPad Pro and the Galaxy Tab S3. Some people liked the video, some people didn't. I actually went back and rewatched the video, and I was a little upset with the video myself because there were a few things in the video I felt like they didn't come across the way I wanted, and also there were a few omissions. So what I decided to do was make a pair of videos, and this is the first one, that tells the top 5 features of each of the two tablets and where they excel and beat the competition. So this video is going to be the top 5 features of the Tab S3 that are better than the iPad Pro. And for all of you Apple fans out there, I will make a video following up that talks about the top 5 features of the iPad Pro that beat the Galaxy Tab S3. So let's go ahead and get started. I do have a Keep document as usual with those 5 features. I'll link it below if you guys want to see the text of what I think. The first feature that I think is better on the Galaxy Tab S3 is the AMOLED display. I talked about this in the comparison video. Now, of course, the iPad has a very nice, accurate LCD, but the AMOLED panel on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S3 is incredibly vibrant. The colors just look amazing. This is definitely the best, nicest, most pleasing display I've seen on a tablet. And again, in general, people prefer saturated colors. This is just a fact. There have been several statistical studies done that show that in general, people prefer the colors on an AMOLED display because they're nice and saturated. It also has really deep blacks. It's perfect for reading, super bright if you take this outside, if you're watching media. It's just going to be the best display to consume media on. You guys can see how vibrant the wallpaper I have on the Tab S3 is right there. It looks very, very nice. The next thing that I want to talk about is expandable storage. Namely, the Galaxy Tab S3 does have expandable storage. As you guys can see right here along the side, there's a little slot there to go ahead and pop that out. You can put your micro SD in there. Another thing to mention, which I can show you guys right here on my Tab S3, is if you go ahead and purchase the Tab S3 right now from Best Buy or from Samsung, you're going to get a free 64 gigabyte micro SD card to go along with it. So I have an additional 59.9 gigabytes of storage available, which is certainly nice if you're going to use the tablet for consuming media. So in terms of a media consumption device, the fact that you can get that expandable storage with the Tab S3 versus the iPad Pro, where you have to pay extra money for the storage if you want to go up in the terms of the number of gigs that you get, that's certainly a nice bonus, and it also helps to keep the cost down on the Tab S3 when compared to the competition. The next thing I want to mention is fast charging right there. Namely, the Galaxy Tab S3 does have fast charging through the USB Type-C port here on the very bottom. As you guys can see right there, it does have the adaptive fast charging from Samsung. On the other hand, the iPad Pro, which still uses the Lightning connector, does not have any sort of fast charging mechanism. So if you actually want to top off your battery throughout the day or throughout the week, you're going to have to wait a really long time to charge your iPad because it has such a big battery in there. Whereas the Galaxy Tab S3 actually charges relatively fast. I've been able to do that at work this week, top off the battery. That's certainly a feature, again, if you're going to be using this sort of as your main work tablet. I use it for my lecture notes, and that is very, very important. The next feature that I want to mention on the Galaxy Tab S3 that I believe is superior to the iPad Pro is the integration with the writing instrument that you can use with the tablet. In that case, that is the S Pen. Of course, I talked about it in the previous comparison video. And the thing I think that is better about the S Pen when compared to the Apple Pencil is a couple of things. First of all, this is bundled in the box with the tablet, so you don't have to pay any extra money. The Apple Pencil is a $99 add-on, so you're going to get this when you buy the Galaxy Tab S3 for $500. The other thing is the tight integration of the S Pen with the operating system. Samsung makes it really easy to take notes. You can use various apps. As you guys can see there, you just press the button as I demoed in my comparison. You can choose any apps you want to put on the S Pen menu. You can write on the screen, take a quick note. You can use Smart Select to crop your photos. This is really nice, tight integration with the actual operating system itself. The Apple Pencil is not integrated as nicely, which means if you want to use the Apple Pencil, you're going to have to go find some apps on the App Store that are compatible, which there are a lot of them, but Samsung makes it easy to use your S Pen right away, right out of the box, and jot down quick notes and use it with any of the apps that you want. It's very, very convenient, and I think the Galaxy Tab S3 really succeeds in that area, and that does give it an advantage over the iPad Pro. The final thing that I want to talk about here is customizability, and of course, you guys know since I am an Android guy, I had to mention this. Obviously, Android is going to give you a lot more options if you want to customize the experience on your tablet for your own personal use. Now, since I'm reviewing this right now, you guys can see I'm still using Samsung's stock TouchWiz UI on the tablet, which is not too bad. It's still pretty quick and everything like that. But once I actually finish reviewing this, I'll go ahead and install, for instance, Custom Launcher on here, Action Launcher 3, put on a custom icon pack. You can really make the device your own. You can use widgets. The widgets are very customizable on Android. You do not get that with iOS. That's a huge advantage. And perhaps even a bigger advantage of this, if you're actually going to use it for work with the S Pen or with presentations, is to have the benefit of a file explorer. So you can actually get into the file system on your tablet and you can use a file explorer. Now, if you guys are looking for one out there in the Android community, the one that I use is Solid Explorer. I went ahead and installed it on the tablet right before this so I could give you guys a quick demo. It's got a very nice, clean material design. I talked about this in my best Android apps video, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll link it below. But the design is beautiful. You can link all of your cloud services in there and get nice file management. So if you're going to use this as your main productivity device, it is very important to have something like this. And on iOS, you just don't get control of your file system as much as you can on Android, which will make the Tab S3 a better productivity device. All right, guys, so that is a quick look at my favorite top 5 features of the Tab S3 that are better than the iPad Pro. Again, I'm going to make a similar video talking about the iPad Pro features I prefer over the Tab S3. If there's something else you felt like I should have included, please drop a comment below and I'll definitely try to address that in the next video. I appreciate you guys checking out this one. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. You can also find me at dopetechdaily.com, Google+, Instagram, and Twitter at the links in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.